Can you make a viral Roblox game with hundreds of players without writing a single line of code? How exactly is this gonna work? A couple months ago, the Roblox developer and YouTuber DHappy reached out to me with an insane video idea. If you don't know already, he has a website called shopdhappy.com. I'll leave the link down in the description. On that website, he sells high quality assets, scripts, models, and even full games that have helped him make over 1 million Robux and get hundreds of thousands of visits. So for this video, he provided me with the best product on his website, his full clicker simulator game, and we're going to be taking that and trying to make it go viral without changing a line of code. So huge thanks to DHappy for making this video possible. Now let's see if I can actually turn this game into a viral success. The first thing for me to do was to figure out the theme for this clicker simulator. I wanted to make sure it was unique, otherwise it definitely wouldn't go viral. So I asked my Discord server, and they were a ton of help. What are these suggestions? Alright, scratch that. I'm gonna have to figure out the theme all on my own. So the theme I'm gonna go with is music clickers. Basically, you're gonna be able to click to gain clicks, and then you're gonna be able to unlock pets, all of which are gonna have their own little instruments and particles like music notes playing from them. I think it'll be really cool, so let's get to work. Okay, I just opened up the clicker simulator file from DHappy, and I gotta say, it looks fantastic. I think I'm just gonna have to like retheme some of these zones, change it up a little bit, and then also change up the pets, because they don't really fit right now. But it's not gonna be a whole lot that I have to do, so let's go ahead and give it a quick playtest. Okay, it looks like it's working. We can already click the screen and get some click. The map looks really great. I really like how this looks. Okay, let's try hatching out an egg, and look at that. Okay, so this is already fully scripted. Everything is done. Yep, I can equip a pet. It's got a nice little animation. So yeah, everything is looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and customize this and see if we can get it to go viral. The first thing I did was make a list of all the instruments I would need in the game. I wanted to make sure I had a whole list, that way I could hire a modeler to make these really high quality instruments for me. Okay, my list of instruments is kind of long. I have guitars, bass, trumpet, drums, saxophone, flute, all these different instruments. So I'm going to have to hire somebody for a pretty high price. So we're going to figure out what that is. Maybe I'll pay like 5k Robux, something like that. Okay, I just made a post in hidden devs for the modeler hiring section. I'm going to wait and I'm going to see if I get any responses. Hopefully by tomorrow somebody will reply and I'll have a modeler to help me with this project. In the meantime, I'm going to do what I can to help this game fit the theme better. Okay, so I found a modeler to go ahead and make the instruments. He's actually had some experience making instruments in the past, and they look really good, so I'm gonna hope that this is a good choice. We settled on a 7,000 Robux game pass, which is kind of a lot for low poly instruments, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyway. He's gonna try his best to get them done within a day, so I think that the payment will be worth it. Plus, if this simulator pack really works, then I'm hoping that I can make that Robux back, but we're just gonna have to see. While he's working on the instruments, I'm going to decorate the map a little bit. I put a few different things in the map. I put some music notes in there, and then I also put a couple boom boxes in the map, just to make sure that the music theme was really at the forefront of the game. Alright, so the modeler just finished all the instruments. You can see a picture of them up on screen now. I'm really excited. They look great. So we're going to go ahead and import those into Studio. He's going to finish one more thing up, and while we're waiting, let's go ahead and get those game passes and dev products set up. Okay, so this is the general style I'm doing. I already did a VIP one as well, but I'm just gonna kind of do the same thing except change some colors. It doesn't look great, but I don't really do this as my job. I'm usually a scripter, so we're gonna have to make do. Quick disclaimer, this is the part of the video that I had to change code on, and that's literally just changing the developer product IDs and the Game Pass IDs. It really wasn't writing any code, it was just replacing numbers so that I would actually get the money. So I'm not gonna count that as writing code because it really wasn't. It was just replacing some numbers. But just so you guys know, that was a little thing I had to do. Okay, I just finished all the Game Pass icons. It took a little while, but we're all done. I'm gonna go ahead and upload those to Roblox, and we're gonna put them in the game. Alright, I finally finished putting all of the Game Pass IDs in there, and all the developer products as well. Just a quick disclaimer, I did have to comment out a couple things in the script because I didn't want these dev products, but I didn't actually write any code. All I did was just add these comments. So I'm gonna say that I'm safe there, but just so you guys know. Okay, so I'm gonna go and check it out. I just put all the guitars on the pets, and if we walk up to the egg, you can see there it is. They all have the different guitars now. So let me go ahead and hatch an egg, and there we go. We got a squirrel with this like purple electric guitar, and we can go ahead and open our pets and equip one of them. Look, there we go. There's our squirrel with its little electric guitar. Okay, cool, so this is working perfectly. Now it's just time to do that for every single pet in the game. Alright, here we go. Alright, so I just finished up the ice pets, and here's what they look like. We got a couple with different saxophones, and then we have a few different trumpet variants, and then we have some bongos for the big guy. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and set those up. Alright, so here's the Arctic egg. I'm going to go ahead and open it up, and let's see if it works. Huh? I'm not sure that it works. Oh, never mind, it works. Cool. So as you can see, the dragon, he's got a little, like, trumpet there. Let's try and open up another one. I don't know why it doesn't show the trumpet in the picture. There we go. As you can see, the walrus also has a trumpet. Let's go ahead and equip the walrus. There we go. So now they've got their two little trumpets. So it is working, which is good. Okay, so I just finished the last of the pets. That actually took a really long time to weld everything together. There is a command that you can use to make this process so much faster, but I didn't want to use that because technically that's kind of like coding, and I didn't want to cheat on the challenge. But anyway, that's all the pets, so I'm going to go ahead and make sure they're all set up and looking good. The next thing I want to do is add a Titanic pet. To do that, I am going to have to change a little thing in DHappy's code. However, I'm not actually writing any new lines of code. I'm literally just going to have to change the name of something in the script. I'll show you what I have to do. So hopefully that doesn't count as cheating, but to make up for it, I am actually going to go ahead and give away one Titanic pet at the end of this video. So yeah, stick around for that. Alright, here's what I have for the Titanic pet. It's a Titanic unicorn. I actually borrowed this from my Puzzle Lines game. You can go and check out the video about that in the description if you want, or play it. Either way is just as good. And I'm going to go ahead and add this to the pet system now. Okay, so right here, I just have to go ahead and change this to say Titanic unicorn. And then I have to put the correct dev product in there. And then over here in this product script, I just have to scroll down and change a couple things here. I have to change this right here to say Titanic unicorn. And then this also should say Titanic unicorn. And that's literally it. But yeah, that is a little bit of changing the code. So to make up for that, I'm going to go ahead and give away one Titanic unicorn at the end of this video. So stay tuned for that. Alright, let's go ahead and test it out and see if this Titanic pet works. Alright, so I went ahead and purchased this, and let's go ahead and check my pets folder right here. There's the Titanic unicorn, and if I go ahead and equip it, oh, there it is. This thing is huge. Okay, well there's the Titanic unicorn. This thing's gigantic. Okay, perfect. So it works. It works. Awesome. I think it's way too overpowered though. It's giving me like 500 trillion taps each time. Yeah, this is way too overpowered. I'm gonna have to change this a lot because it's giving me 500 trillion taps. Okay, let me go ahead and balance that real quick, but the Titanic pet is working, which is perfect. Okay, cool. Alright, it should be a lot more balanced now. So it starts with 2 million, and then once I have my Titanic, it switches to 100 trillion. So it's still a lot. It's still a really good pet, but it's so much more balanced, which is perfect. And I think I can buy a second one, actually. Let's just test it out real quick. So if I buy a second one, and I go ahead and equip the second one. Yeah, there we go. Now I have two Titanic unicorns. There we go. Okay, so the Titanic's working perfectly. Awesome. I think all that's left is to go ahead and get the game icon and thumbnail made, and then this game is just about there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and try to make an icon now for the game. I don't know how it's going to turn out because I'm not an icon designer, but I'm going to try my best, so let's get to it. Alright, here's what the icon ended up looking like. I think it could look better, but it also doesn't look too bad given that I'm not an icon designer. So I'm going to go ahead and make the thumbnail next, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. Alright, here's the thumbnail I ended up with. It also doesn't look great, but it's gonna have to do. So there we go, I have my icon and my thumbnail. Okay, after the original 10 days, I went back and redid the map over several hours and built it myself. I still used some of the assets from the pack, but I think it looks really good, and it looks really original compared to the file map. So I'm happy with how this turned out. I also built the portals, and I think they look great. So yeah, super stoked with how this turned out, and I think that means the game is done. Alright, I sent the game to my Discord server, and I have ads running, so we're gonna see what ends up happening here. Hopefully we can get a lot of players in here and get this to go viral. In a few weeks, I'm gonna have a video come out showing how well the game performed. Make sure to help me make this game go viral by playing it. The link will be down in the description. Also, Shop DHappy will be down in the description if you want to buy a product for yourself. Thanks again, DHappy, for letting me do this video. Oh, and when that video comes out in a few weeks, whoever is the #1 on the Most Ascensions leaderboard is going to get that unicorn pet, this Titanic pet, for free. That's how you're going to win the giveaway. So good luck to you guys. Huge thanks to Redmax, Justin Marvel, Extus, and Abolish for all supporting me on Patreon. The link for that is also down in the description. And while you're waiting for my next video, YouTube really thinks you're going to like the one on your screen now, so maybe give it a watch. You might really like it.